What is up, guys? I am officially back. I know I had a video about this, I am back, but now I am officially back because that just happened that day the camera broke. But now I'm back with some new technologies up in here. I got the emulator, which has a tool that can record battles. It can record battles. So I'm going to be doing a let's play, walkthrough, playthrough, whatever you want to call it, of Sapphire version on the emulator. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do the same with my battles. I haven't got there yet. So for now, I found this new thing where if you plug the Pokemon Online log into it, it'll convert it into an animated video, which is the link below. All you need to do is just click on that link and just play this video over it, and you'll hear my narration. Just sync it up, the right way. I'll give you 2 seconds to do that. All right, let's get into this battle. Alright, so send on my Gliscor up against Ponyboys. Nice name. Really, friggin' Outsiders was one of my favorite movies of all time. So the Gliscor has hidden power. Knocks Gliscor clean out. I think even without the crit, he would have got him with that life orb. So I send the Rotom to use Volt Switch on it, thinking even if he does swap out, I'll just get the Volt Switch. He uses Protect, blocks it. Now I'm thinking I'll just use the hidden power, because even if he does swap into what I'm thinking is the Ferrothorn, I saw it in the team preview, I'll knock that out. Or if he stays in, I'll just knock out the, Mega. So he swaps in the Chandelure. After he swaps in the Ferrothorn, I got a good chunk out of the Ferrothorn. So I go for, he blocks the hidden power. And I go for a Hydro Pump as he goes for an Energy Ball. Gets me first. Gets almost all my health back. I missed the Hydro Pump. Unbelievable. I swap into Haxorus as he uses Shadow Ball. I guess just like to kill off the Rotom with that. Takes a pretty good chunk out of Haxorus. Doesn't have that much special defense. I go for Earthquake as he swaps out in the Mega to block it. I swap out into Heatran, thinking he might use that hidden power again. So I block it with Heatran. And thinking if he does swap out, or even if he stays in, or if he uses Protect, I'll just go for the Stealth Rock. So he does. He stays in, goes for the Protect. I go for the Stealth Rock. Get my rocks up. He stays in again for some reason. Going for the Air Slash, and I Toxic him for whatever reason, thinking if he does swap, if he does swap out, I'll just Toxic that, namely the Chandelure. So now he's not going to risk it a third time, and he goes into Chandelure. I use my Fire Blast, and he absorbs it. Bad thing on my part. I probably should have swapped into something. I probably should have known he would have swapped out. Alright. Just to see what he would do, I go for the Protect, and he uses a hidden power. It's neutral, so I'm thinking, what possibly it could be, but I couldn't at the time. So I just go back to my Haxorus, just see what would happen. He goes for the Overheat, actually, for some reason. Yeah. So which knocks out Haxorus, again, that's special defense, and, whatever. So I swap in Rotom W, or just Rotom, whatever. He swaps out to Tentacruel. I go for the Pain Split. Knocks almost all his health out, and I go Volt Switch. Sorry, I'm a little slow. The Volt Switch, because again, even if he does swap out, whatever, the whole 9 yards. Knock it out. He sends in Chandelure for maybe the Energy Ball. I swap in this Scizor on the Volt Switch. I swap back out into Heatran, expecting the Overheat or something like that. He goes for the hidden power, actually. And he asks, is it special bulky? Because I took that thing like a monster. And I'm like, it's a special defensive Heatran, mostly for all that blocking the stuff with Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Protect. Alright, back to the battle. So he goes for another hidden power. Knowing I can take one, I Toxic it, and then I go for the Protect to get the lefties. And then I take the hidden power with the Protect, and then I swap back into the Rotom, thinking I can take whatever that hidden power is, because obviously it's affecting Heatran, so maybe it won't affect Rotom. So, I go for the Hydro Pump, but of course he's faster, whatever. I didn't think of that. He goes for the Energy Ball and knocks Rotom out. So now I go for no, I shouldn't say I go for the Revenge Kill, because he got knocked out with the Toxic and the Life Orb. So he goes in the Ferrothorn. I go into Scizor. I swap the Scizor out because I can't do anything to this guy. I go into the Heatran. He sets up the Leech Seed, but it's not going to matter because he's going to be dead with this Fire Blast. He doesn't swap out. There's nothing to swap out into. And I knock the Ferrothorn out. Then he goes to Espeon. And no, I can't toxic it because it'll just bounce it back to me. I use protect to see what he would do, and he has hidden power, so I don't know what it could be. So I'm not really familiar with Espeon's hidden power list. So I swap out to the Scizor so I can do the pursuit. He sets up his light screens and his reflects, but it's not going to be any use because I start swords dancing, and that's when he's like, "Oh no, this game's over." But I tell him, maybe not yet. So I get the pursuit. He actually does take it to a good level to some extent for a swords dance pursuit from a Scizor. He's starting to use psychic, and that gets a little good chunk out of me. With two pursuits, he gets knocked out. He is in the Scrafty, which is where he kind of comes back a little bit. I go for the bullet punch. Gets alright, 30% out of him. He uses the drain punch, knocks me back quite a bit, but I know I could take another one, so I go for the roost. Yeah, he goes for another drain punch. I take it, go for the roost. Let's see. I set up another swords dance, thinking like I look at how much health I have off, and I think I see that I could take another one. So I go for a swords dance as he dragon dances, surprisingly. So now I have like 3 times attack. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this bullet punch will do some kind of damage. He goes for the drain punch, doesn't knock me out quite that yet. So I go for another swords dance. So I have like 4 times attack. So I'm like amazing right now. So I just go for one powerful ass bullet punch, knocks out like 60% of his health. But with that drain punch, he does knock me out. I thought that friggin' 4 times bullet punch would get him. And even if it didn't, it'd take out a pretty good chunk out of him. So I go into Virizion to use Focus Blast, which is obviously effective, being that he's a Dark type. Knocks him clean out. And then he goes into the Yan Mega. And luckily I have Hidden Power Ice on this monster. But he's not out yet. He has Protect. So I go into Hidden Power, blocks it. But he's toxic still, so it doesn't really matter. He uses the Air Slash, which I wonder what would have happened if he would have hit that, because technically I am 4 times weak to that. In any case, I could have gone to Heatran and then he does only have 28% health. So maybe I could have protected or something, and then got a little bit of health back, and then came back with a Fire Blast, because his moves were what? Air Slash and Hidden Power, right? It was Ice, so I don't know if he actually would have came back from that. I don't know. But anyway, it was a very good battle, very, very good battle. If you're reading the rest of the comments or whatever, we kept going back and forth. It was a good battle. I tell him about my channel and everything, and it just ended up being a pretty damn good battle. So yeah, anyway, I am officially back. No more bull crap.